Hi everyone, so this will be my review on the Milkhouse 2-wick candle in the scent Pumpkin Waffles. Unfortunately, I'm not sure on how many ounces this candle is because the type of packaging cannot be found listed on the Milkhouse website or other online retailers. However, you can find this 2-wick brown paper label style only in HomeGoods, Marshalls, and T.J.Maxx stores. Candle says do not burn for more than 4 hours, which I might have passed a few times because since it's a predominantly soy-based candle, I didn't see hardly any sooting or fallout from the wicks. Alright, so the brand uses 100% all-natural soy wax infused with beeswax, so it takes a long time for this candle to burn. Certified paraffin-free and made in the USA, more specifically Iowa. If I had to guess, since this candle unfortunately does not list the scent notes, I would say that there are hints of caramel, pumpkin of course, and a baked waffle note, and perhaps a nut accord like praline or pecan. Okay, so to talk about the performance, during the first 4 or 5 burns of this candle, it did create pretty big mushroom tops that after I got an even wax pull, I would just clip them off. Also, another thing that this candle gave me is a hard time struggling to form an even wax pool. So I did have to use the tinfoil method and I just kind of like placed it on top. And that really did help heat the sides of the wax. So before that, I did have some wax clinging onto the sides. However, I could still smell the candle, so that didn't really impede the performance. But okay, let's go on to the strength. On cold, I would give it a solid medium or 6 out of 10, and while burning, it was maybe like a 6 or a 7 out of 10. So it was noticeable. It wasn't like super overwhelming or anything. And I wouldn't put this in an open concept, but maybe a medium or smaller size room just because I feel like I would like that intensity more in that environment. The scent does linger though after it is like after you extinguish the candle for about an hour or so. No sooting or no visible sooting that I noticed. I did notice, however, when I went to go blow out the candle, it would just because I was creating like a draft and moving the candle around, but I think that's negligible. The scent, again, does linger, and then no fallout, thankfully. There is quite a bit of wax clinging onto the sides of the jar. However, I feel like that was fixed by putting this candle in a candle holder from BBW or with the tinfoil that I showed earlier on. I do want to make a note that I think I made a mistake with this candle by letting it burn for too long. And that was before I decided to tinfoil it, just because I think once I left it on for 5 or 6 hours, one, because it wasn't sooting, and two, because I wasn't getting an even wax spool. So I probably should have switched it to a candle holder or put a tinfoil on for longer because the scent is different now that I had it burning for too long. It does smell a little bit like burnt waffles, like if you leave the waffles on the inside of the toaster for too long, and it kind of just changes the scent, and you might have to like scrape a little bit of the charred bits off, but it still smells really good and gourmand. And then with little hints of like syrupiness with a lot of butter. Besides this changing to a slightly overcooked waffle that you left on the toaster for too long, it's still an edible waffle. I do want to say that even though it has that little like not smoky, but I guess like overcooked smell, I still find it appealing. And then I would say that this scent and all of the scents or candle scents that I have burned from Milkhouse are pretty straightforward. Straightforward yet yummy. Some people might say simple, but I do like that buttery warmth that I get from this particular one. And then when I first saw the name, it reminded me a lot of the Bath and Body Works pumpkin pecan waffles. So the scent notes to that candle are maple syrup, golden waffles, pumpkin spice, and brown sugar. And this Milkhouse candle smells nothing like it. I feel like the Bath and Body Works candle is much stronger. It does lean more artificial with a heavy maple and brown sugar note, and I get more of a realistic waffle note from this Milkhouse candle. So I guess pick whichever one you like a little bit more. Overall, I would say that this is a very simple, some might say boring candle. However, I would personally repurchase this candle next year if I saw it during the fall. It's not innovative by any means, but I think it's good and not super sweet, very carb heavy fragrance. I wouldn't recommend this if you want a powerhouse scent, but it's definitely a good option if, especially if you like burning predominantly soy-based candles or non-paraffin candles. So yeah, that is my review on the Milkhouse to a candle in the scent Pumpkin Waffles. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye.